Hey there, my gorgeous friends on the internet. In the last episode, for some reason, I had my autofocus enabled on my camera. I never have it on because it's super unreliable, but I had it on, and Nikon decided to perfectly focus the background while I was sitting straight in the center of the frame. Actually, I should do my rule of thirds here. How about that? That looks a bit better. So for this episode, I decided to do a 20-minute challenge of creating a web design from scratch. Now, why are we doing this? One, for me to look stupid on camera, like, haven't you been on this channel so far? That's what we do here. Number two, which I think is more important though, is that we're learning way faster this way. If you do a design in 20 minutes rather than taking 3 days or 4 days, and by iterating through multiple websites very fast, you're gonna create this habit of seeing what looks good and what doesn't. But before we get going, I want to thank Skillshare for sponsoring this episode. Skillshare is one of my top online learning platforms on the internet. They have over 35,000 courses, to be specific: programming, design, learning how to speak French. Who speaks French these days? Anyway, the awesome thing is once you sign up, you have access to all the courses. So you only have to pay once and you have access to everything. You don't have to pay for them individually. Click, I'm watching this course now. Click, click, I double clicked. Switch 2 courses at the same time. Take a look how fast I'm learning. And the best part is they gave me a coupon code, which you can check down below in the description. If you click on that link, you're gonna get 2 months for free, which is really awesome. And it's actually very affordable. The annual subscription is less than $10 a month. Okay, so I was thinking of what to do, a shopping website, either like a fitness type or an app type website. I decided to do the fitness one because I think I'm gonna find pictures easier on that. So let's go, 3, 2, 1. Let me look at the timer. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so the first thing I would do is probably search for an image of either like fitness or something. So I'm gonna go on pexels.com here and we're gonna search for fitness and see what we have. Jesus made the planet and the galaxy in 6 days. Ed did web design in 20 minutes on the 7th day. Okay, so I don't know, this is kind of weird. Let's try yoga or something. Oh, here we go, yoga. Click. All right, this can be cool. Can be kind of like an All right, I like this one. Centered, very beautiful. This is gonna be a bit hard to crop out, I think, though, because we have shadows and everything down there. But you know what? Let's try, why not? I'm gonna get the biggest picture here just because I have more data to work with. Let's open up Affinity Photo. I'm on trial. I'm gonna buy this one because I enjoy it very much. I switched from Photoshop and I think it's a great little program. Okay, let's go back here. Drop this in and we're just gonna cut her out and see how we go. So I'm just gonna select her with the W key here, just select everything as close as I can. All right, this is gonna give me an issue because her shoe blends a bit with the background. So that's a bit unfortunate, but we're gonna do a rough job here because we're trying to hurry. All right, get the hair. There we go. That's good. Just make sure we get her nose because she's gonna look like an alien if we don't. All right, neck, hands. All right, let's see if it's gonna give me an issue here with this matte. That's pretty good. Oh no, see? There we go. Let's cut this out. Get a bit of her hand. If we get a little bit of purple there, that's fine. Here, just gonna do a rough job of including everything. Okay, that's fine. I'm happy. I'm happy. We're gonna see how this looks. All right, here we have some issues. So let's just go with our mouse over very fast. Okay. Oh, not good. Let's go back. All right, I'm happy. That's fine. That's fine. Let's scroll out a bit and then we can hit the refine tool up here. So I'm gonna hit refine and hopefully the selection looks half decent. Come on. All right, so I have to figure out why this thing takes so long because in Photoshop it's quite fast. All right, so we have a bit of imperfection here, so I can just do just do over it and it's gonna refine automatically. And I think it does a pretty decent job actually. As you can see, it cuts out all that white fairly nicely. Let's try it here. This is gonna be harder a bit. Hey, that's pretty good. All right, I'm happy with this. It's a bit rough, but yeah, here we have a bit of issue. That's not too bad. Let's take a look. Sometimes it can mess it up quite badly, but that's fine. I'm happy with this. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna select for this to be output in a new layer or new layer with layer mask, hit apply. Either one of those should work just fine. And yeah, hopefully anytime soon. There we go. So we have her here. And now what I can do is just export this very quickly. So I can just create a slice from this. I think I can just select her like this and just export this. Let's try. I'm gonna export it as girl yoga. And actually I need this as a PNG. So let's go back and select PNG here. Oh my God, where are you, Mr. PNG? PNG, there we go. Let's try that again. Yoga girl. All right, hit save, and now we can just make a new thing in Figma here. So a new file. All right, let me check my time. We are 4 minutes in. Oh my goodness. Okay, we can create a frame. I'm gonna go desktop here very quickly. Let me see if I have the picture with the girl. Did I cut her out picture? All right, that's fine. Drop her in. It's gonna be huge, which is perfect because you can scale it down and she can be a monkey. All right, I'm getting distracted. Go back. All right, scale down. All right, so what I want to do is I want to create this harmony around her. So either some waves that kind of flow with this motion, or maybe a circle around her to show her more a bit. I don't know. Let's try something. Let's create a circle. I'm just gonna drop a circle and then put her in the front. Yeah, something like that. Drop her in the center, kind of like that. Let's add a gradient to this. Gray looks boring. Gradient, and I'm gonna pick 2 colors for this that I like. So let's go with an yellowish, orangish color. Yes, something like that I think looks pretty good. All right, make sure you don't have your contrast too high. All right, so this is still pretty hard to see, so we're probably gonna add some background to this. But something like that, I'm quite happy with that. A bit smaller maybe, like that, and then we're gonna put this somewhere around here. I'm not sure what I wanna do with this for now, but I kinda wanna also illustrate her motions and what she's doing in this. So I think like creating a wave based on her motion would look pretty cool. Let me check my time. I'm talking nonsense here. All right, so what I'm trying to say is just like create a line like that, you know, that kind of follows her motion. I think that would look quite interesting. So I'm kind of following the way she moves and just drawing across a path here. Click done, and then we're gonna add the fill, remove the stroke, because nobody likes the stroke, and drop this right behind her, behind the eclipse. And let's lower the pass-through here to something like 10. So it is visible, not that visible. 20 maybe. Yeah, so something like that. And then what I can do is add more of this, and just duplicating and dragging it down like that. All right, there we go. Maybe drag this a bit up and this up as well. There we go. It kind of gives a bit of motion to this. Now this might not be that visible, so we'll see if I have time to change this. But that's kind of how my layout is gonna look. Okay, what I want to do is add maybe a title to this. So what is this, like a yoga app or something? So let's drag out here. I'm gonna say just a catchy title name. It's gonna be called Focused. I'm gonna make this big, okay? And I wanna make this, so I'm just gonna focus on one font here because that's probably the most simple thing you can do. And I like the way this one looks, Poppins. I use it for a lot of things. I'm gonna go bold here. Yeah, I think bold looks very good. Then I want to resize this blue thing, so let's do it quickly here. Pop, pop, pop. There we go. So I can easily just align it to everything I want. Maybe add a small description below, something like your new dating, not dating, Jesus, your new yoga app, your new friend that helps you relax. That sounds weird. Okay, no. Your new friend. Your new learn yoga with one click. How about that? There we go. What am I doing with my life? Change this to smaller, 64, maybe smaller, 48. There we go. This kind of looks weird on bold, so let me change it to medium. That's good. All right, maybe this is a bit too big. Yeah, okay. There we go. Bring this up. I'm happy with that. And maybe we can create a button or something in here. Actually, I like this with 96. All right, focused. I want it to pop. You go on this website, you goddamn know you're focusing. Okay, so this is what we have. Probably have a button down here. Let's create a super fast logo. I kind of want to have, again, kind of this circle, maybe with like a wave again. So kind of her body motion. So let me create a quick logo here. Let's get a circle, drag this out. I'm gonna change the color of this to one of those colors, so maybe the red. And what I'm gonna do is just drag out a line here. So go with the pen tool, click. I'm 10 minutes in, I'm getting scared. Going up maybe here to the center, just dragging a wave like that, maybe up like that. All right, that's fine. Just go around, click, click, clack. Then we're gonna add a fill, remove the stroke, and I'm gonna add a background to this. We're gonna get that yellow, close, and we can kind of move these points around if we're not happy. Not like that. Yeah, we can just kind of turn this to however we want. That's kind of annoying. All right, I'm happy with that. We're gonna hit OK. And the quick way you can do it is you can duplicate the circle again, and then you can drop it on top like that, and you can create a mask out of it. So I'm gonna go up here, create the mask, and drop this above. So the yellow thing, just drop it above. And then you can kind of just grab everything and group it up. Hey, we have a logo, look at that. Okay, perfect. So that's what we have. I'm gonna make this smaller, like that. Maybe we can have the spinning in our live website. No, that's stupid, don't do that. We can grab a text, call this focused. All right, grab everything, make it smaller. Story of my life. So we're gonna change this from bold to regular maybe. Okay, drop it here. That's fine. Okay, maybe it's a bit too large, smaller. Okay, and let's drop some nav things here. Grab this, I'm gonna say, let's do app. And what I'm actually gonna do, I'm gonna change the size to 18. So that's kind of the standard in websites, 18, 16, something along that line. Here I'm gonna resize it again with these buttons. And then I'm gonna create a component like this. I'm gonna hit the component. So now if I create a duplicate from these, I'm gonna add a spacing of 100. Again, 100. There, let's do one more. So this way I can easily just go back to the first one and change it, and everything else is gonna change. I need to hurry up. I barely have any time. So I wanna get a bit of grayish color. I don't want this to be straight black on white. The contrast is going to be too strong, so something like that. Then I'm going to rename this to app. Then we have contact maybe. There we go, contact. And let me make sure my distance is good here. Contact, this is going to be support. And then maybe we have a login or something. So let's rename this to login. Good, perfect. What I also want to do, now these are probably not perfectly lined up. I might do it with a grid if I have time. Same for this, I'm not going to do all black. I'm going to just drop it slightly down. And if the contrast is not that good in here, then maybe we can drop these little waves or whatever they are. Okay, let me get a button here. So this is going to be maybe on Apple. So let's go to, what are people using these days for icons? Font awesome. Okay, that's the one we're going to use. Okay, start for free, obviously. Then here, what's this? All right, I just want an icon. Apple. That's what I'm gonna search for. Apple, there we go. Click. Start using this icon. Click. No. Pro, I don't need Pro. No thanks, I'm all set for free. Where's the download? Hey. Oh, here it is. Sneaky little bastards. They hid it up here. Okay. Let's drop this in here somewhere. Where's my thing? Let's drop it in here. Make this smaller, and I want to create kind of a button around it. So I'm going to get the rectangle, just drag out one, so something like that, above something like that size. And I'm going to get that color from there. Whoops, I'm moving the background. Drop this here. This icon is messing up my flow. Okay, there we go. And then we can drop this on top so we can pull up the logo. The contrast is not that great on this, so let's change it to white. And then maybe a download button, download text here or something. Download. Good. Drag this out. You can leave it like this if you want to be artistic, but I'm gonna change it to 18. Okay. Change this to white as well. Let's go white. Oh, that looks okay. Yeah, so something like that. I'm gonna grab everything and just group everything. So I know I'm not... Actually, if you're moving these things around, you can just lock it here so you don't have that issue. All right, move these here. Drop this above. All right, kind of align everything here very fast. I'm not gonna go with the grid, just kind of doing it freehand. Okay, there we go. Drop this down, take the girl, kind of drop it on this corner like that to match it up with the second wave. And yeah, there we go. Something like that. Okay, maybe we can add a thing across this one. So let's grab out a rectangle and just do something. Let's get the yellow maybe. All right, because this is not that strong of a color. And then we can just drag it down here so the text pops up on top. And you know what, for this one, I don't want this to be as focused as this one, which it actually isn't. This yellow is a bit more open in color. But just to be sure, I'm gonna just drop it something like that. That looks terrible. Oh my goodness. It's okay. It's not that bad. All right. Or we can just do a stroke on top of it and remove this. Let's take a look. I think I like this a bit better. Maybe just add a thicker stroke to it, like 3. Okay, and let's make this a bit... everything is kind of flowy here and roundish shape, so it would be weird for this to be blocky. So let's change this up. I'm gonna drop it to something like 10. It's too much. It's too round. Let's do 5 maybe. Yeah, that's fine. And on this one as well. So double click to get into the rectangle. Drop it to 5. And you know what? I think that's quite fine. So this would be my process of creating a very fast... We're 18 minutes in. I'm gonna stop here. I think it looks decent. But yeah, there we go. Oh, that was tough. I'm not gonna lie. What? I cannot wear hats? I like my hat. Looks okay. Anyway, what I want to plan to do is change this camera, because it's giving me trouble. It's making life difficult for me, and I do not like it. He hates me. We have a love-hate relationship. He does the thing that he needs to do, but after I turn it off and I check the footage, it betrays me. I don't like it. So if you have any suggestions for cameras, let me know down in the comments. I'm either going with the Fujifilm X-T3 or the Sony a7 Mark III. So those are my two picks that I want to mess around with. I do need good autofocus because I have issues of moving around a lot and it's just not good, all right? The camera cannot keep up. This camera is really old. It's a Nikon D5100. That's the one, I believe. I'm not sure anymore. What do you know, Nikon? You don't know anything. Anyway, that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you want to see more design videos, or if you're tired of them, just let me know and I'll do more programming. And I'll cry. All right, I'm leaving. I'm taking the hat off. I don't like it. Goodbye.